Let's see how to place an image on our Android app and how to replace this image with another image when we click on it. Let's start by creating a new project. I'll go with an empty views activity template. Okay, so the project was created and now I want to import my images to the project. So first, let's expand the res folder, which is the resources folder. And here we have the drawable subfolder. And this is the folder where we need to place our images. So I'll right click on this folder and copy path. And I'll choose the first option, which is the absolute path of this folder. And now I'll open the File Explorer and I'll paste this path in the address line. So here is our folder. Now I already have the images that I want to use in my downloads folder, so let's copy them over. Great, so the images were copied, and if we now get back to Android Studio, we can see the three images here. Let's now open our activity-main.xml file. And here we have this text view by default, so I'll remove it. And what we want to display the images is an image view. So let's drag it. And we need to choose an image to be displayed, so I'll choose this one. Let's now add the location constraints. So I click on this handle, and while clicking on it, I drag the mouse to the top, and now I can leave the mouse. And I do the same thing for the other three handles. And the image view is now fully located. Let's decrease the size of the image a bit. And as you can see, it's now located at the left of the screen. This is because here, where we define the horizontal bias, we have 0. So I'm going to change it to 50. And now it's located in the center of the screen. I want to move it up a bit, so I'll change this bias, the vertical bias, to some lower value, say 20. If we take a look at the code itself, we can see the exact size of the image and the vertical bias. One last thing I want to do here is to change the ID of the image view, and I'll just call it main image. So this is done, and let's now open the code of the application. What we want to do here is to add a function that will run whenever we click on the image. So first, let's get the image view object. And to do that, we're going to use the findViewById function. And here I'll provide the ID of our image view. Now, Kotlin cannot use type inference when we use findViewById because the return type of this function is only the base type. So we need to define it specifically. And now that we have the reference to the image view, we can add the onClick listener event handler. Now, to make things a bit easier, let's create a list of all of our images. And let's also keep track of the index that we're currently using within this list. And now, whenever we click on the image, we simply need to increase this index. And all that's left is to set the image resource for our image view. And if we now run our application, our application loads, and we can see the first image, and if we click on it, it is replaced by the second image in the list, and if we click on it again, we can see the third one.